Welcome, and here we're looking at gold in the commodity section, and we're looking at it on a weekly chart here. And the purpose of this is that this is this week's here, of course, and this previous week here moved up, but it moved up on lower volume than the previous week. So that's a sign of weakness. But what we need to see is confirmation on the volume this week. So we do need to see by Friday an increased volume on the downside here to help confirm a move down, a trend down. So just on the daily through here, we are looking at the 1250, the midpoint area there, as being a resistance, and also within this trend line here as well. If we can see that this move up through here has been, it's when markets get to the top, sometimes they start to creep up to the top, and the sign of weakness is they move up and drop back, make a new high, drop back, and so forth. It's a sign of, it's just creeping. It just sort of just a sign of weakness. But yeah, look, we need to see that move down now, and in the move down through here, just on the 4-hour chart here, what we need to see, in Elliott terms, we need to see 5 waves down from the top, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 here. And that seems to be sort of unfolding quite nicely. That's the 4th wave in here, and this will be the 5th wave down here, I think. We'll have a look at that in a moment on the intraday. But an impulse wave to the downside, a bounce off the this area through here, and this will give us a nice short trade set up through here down into a stronger wave 3 down through here. So looking at that on the intraday here, this is what we've got so far. So we've got so wave 4 must be in there now. So we're basically looking for wave 5 to come down through here now to complete this as wave 1, and then some type of bounce. Now it probably won't come back up to this is the 50 and 61.8 retracement level taken from the 1230 here. However, it may only come back up into this block of supply here. If it moves, if this block of supply becomes the support, then it will move up here and test this this level of supply up through here. So you can short it from here, of course, but just expect that you're going to get a bounce from this area through here. I just got this further on the intraday here, not that it matters that much, but the 1240 is the retested resistance, and that is retested. So see, this one here tested it and didn't make a new low here, then it moved up, where this one here, it came through, failed, didn't retest here, just moved up. But this one came down, found resistance here, and then made the new low. So that's the trigger to short, and then you just pop your stop up there, but never put a stop on whole numbers like 1240. You just a sit and duck, and try not to get them at 1 either. So 41 or 39 are not good places for stop. 39 if you're going long, of course. So really above the 3 is good. 3.5 or even 4 is better. Anyway, that's that. Silver is a bit of a weaker market, generally speaking, and this is the daily sort of wave count here, and we're looking at this as a wave 4 here, and once again, we need to see a move down here to confirm this as well. But this is definitely looking corrective through here. But technically, it needs to take out that low there to confirm that situation there. But all the same, what we're looking for here on the 4-hour chart here across the trading level 2 here, the 20 here is down for 1, back for 2 here, and then we're looking for down for 1 here and an ABC back for 2 here. If we drill into that a little bit further through here, we've got this as pretty much the gold count, really, the A, the B, and the C here. That may not be correct. That that wave 4 could be to here, and this can be a wave 1 down and a wave 2 to come back here, but we should see that sort of roll over now. So you'd have to keep stops just above here. So 1993 would be okay, but 1997, 1996 would be good as well. Yeah, so that's all easy. The copper market here, we're still looking at this being a 4th wave here. So essentially we've got this large A wave here, but the A here, the B here, and the C wave here. We'll be looking for 5 waves, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 here. Commodities tend to follow the gold market as a general comment thrown, flippantly across the table, but we'll see how we travel with that from here as well. Let's just have a look at intraday in here. So the intraday here from wave 4 here, because we've got this A, B and C here, the wave count that best suits at the moment is still up for 1, back for 2, then up for 1, A, B, C for 2, then up for 1 and back for 2. But if it takes this low out here, the move down through, it takes this low out here, then it destroys that wave count, and a move below the 330 removes this wave count in blue here. So we would end up with something like still a corrective move down, but basically an A wave down, some type of B wave and a C wave down, and then a move back up from there as well. So let's just sort of see how we go, but we'll stay with the count that we've got because it's the best fit at the moment. But the sentiment is with that metals rolling over there, gold, there's a sense of weakness there. The oil market, the idea yesterday also mentioned was to buy oil and sell gold, and that seems to have panned out quite well. The move up here, I'm just sort of also relabeling it as well, and I'm relabeling it in such a way that I'm calling this the low in and not this one here, this spike here. I don't particularly like spikes in terms of commodity markets, and especially when you're using, market makers and just news events and leverage products and all those sorts of things. I kind of like to go with the bulk of the volume, so to speak, to confirm the price action. So, but look, anyway, if that's the case, if this is the low here, then we can label this up here as wave 1 or the A wave, 2 and the B wave, and then wave 3 up here. That's got more to go. So we've got a 1 and a 2, or in the third wave. There'll be a 4th wave at the 97 area, corrective pattern, 3 waves, and then further up to the 98 area there. Now, the reason for that count too is also looking at Brent here, because I've been sort of harping on about this one for a little while now, because the pattern here is quite a clear ABC, and if that's correct, then that high there will be taken out. And confirming that would be this 5 waves up as the first impulse wave, as wave 1 of this degree here, and then an A and a B and a C coming back to the 61.50, 61.8% retracement level. And we've watched it, travel down through, but now we're getting that nice break up through there. So I would imagine that, or everything being equal, then we should actually see something, something like this here in the oil market. But one step at a time, of course. But this is what this picture is painting here, an outcome of this. The soybean market, with our daily chart here, has continued to work through the triangle bizzo here. So currently now this low here coming into the 1272 sort of area is the trend line, daily trend line support here. And let's see it continue to work in this space. Now, with that in mind, the move up through here, if I include all of this, I'd have to go an A and a B and a C here. But this move down through here is not in 5 waves yet either. So we're still not. It can be a wave. It's still moving across this 1300 here as the balance line, with group 1 and group 2 as the trading range and the support and the resistance here. And we just need to continue with this for a while. This move down here on the 20-minute chart, I am observing it, and so far it's still an ABC down. There's 5 waves in here for the A wave, the B wave, and then all of this is 5 waves as well, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. So this is like the whole third wave here. So it can be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So it's not developed as a 5 wave move just yet. So it's still working itself into a corner. So let's just wait for it to work its way in, and into the corner, and we'll catch him on the way out. the wheat market, just on the 15-minute chart here, without getting into the bigger picture, we were looking for, this move down through here, and looking, to short at the next short was at the 565 area through here, and we'll look to add to this position if the 560 becomes the retested resistance through here. And if that's the case, well, normally what I find is that if the lower level of group 2, the 65 number, if that becomes the resistance, the target comes straight in at the midpoint here, which would be the 550 here. And of course, this 560 is a whole number. Most of the orders will be gathered around the 560. People will be thinking of the 560 to place their buy orders and their stop orders, always a mistake. But they think of that number more than 59 or 61 and so forth. So every single number's got their order and their preference, and the psychology of the market comes from that, which is simply just the orders and the way people think. So the corn market, it's interesting because this move we watched up through here and then coming back is panning out quite nicely actually in here, because this little move here is looking impulsive. It's got like wave 1 and 2 in here, nice strong third wave here, and the 4th and 5th here. So we've got some sort of little ABC correction here. Yes, it can fail. It's meeting supply from the last correction area through here. And of course it can fold down through here. But if I just got it on a smaller, no, I thought I might have had it on a smaller page here. No, I haven't. So we've got to work with this, but it's quite possible that this is the corrective move down through here, and this is the first little impulse wave to the upside, which would be followed by a little ABC and then a move up through here. While it's above the 420, I will think like that. If the 420 becomes the retested resistance, we'll be shorting. So it's just the way it is. Currently, this market is trapped within group 1, and group 1 is 10, 20 and 30, and this is the medium level here. This is where the bounce came from here, and but until that, if it was going to in psychology terms and all the orders, the importance of the number 3 being group 1, if it develops support on group 1, it means that the orders are slowly separating, dissipating from this large number and getting support on here. People start to thinking of the 5 up here, and it starts to be pulled up that direction. So while it's trapped in group 1, we just got to be a bit chilled about it. The 420 is the balance line of group 1, the pivot in there. So quite simply, support on top of group 1 gives us the upside. Group pivot resistance gives us the downside. It'll get pulled. That means that the orders are still here, and this will pull it down like a magnet. The orange juice, still not a lot here. We've been working through it. We're going to continue working through it. We've got our A wave. This could be a wave 4 here too, by the way, part of this here. Probably not, but we'll not that it really even matters just yet, because we still got to get a wave C for the wave 2 here. So there's still plenty of time with all of this. This move does look impulsive up here, but it's hard to read inside this spike here. So that being the case, in here, we've got this spike here, which I don't trust. And we've got this spike here, which I don't sort of trust as well. So if I was looking at this, I'd just take it from here and go an A and a B and a C wave into here. And then this is an impulse wave to the upside here. Now, the important thing here that I wanted to point out is that we've got support on group 1 here. So group 1 is 10, 20 and 30. So 41, 42 and 43 in this particular case. And you can see that this is corrective. Because corrective pattern, it is corrective, and we've got support on top of group 1, so we'll see this supply at the midpoint here, 145, being tested here as well. So we'll see more corrective activity through here. The 144 is normally quite important as well. It's where Gann and Fibonacci meet in their series of numbers, and it's obviously part of the 72 number, which is in return is part of a sequence of 9s, but I won't go into that either. But that support on top of 143 is a positive step for this particular market. All right, well, that's it. So not a real lot sort of happening in the commodity section, except for silver and gold on the downside, and of course wheat there, but you're probably better off going for the silver or gold. All right, cheers.